Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Mike. Thanks for jumping on here with me this morning. Hey, lots of negative talk out there about the future of residential real estate, right? Interest rates are too high. Sellers don't want to trade in because of their low current mortgage interest rate. Younger generations prefer to rent. Well, I'm just going to pause there for a second. When I was really young, I preferred to rent too because I didn't have a choice. I love it. I love it when I hear these people going, oh no, the people in their 20s now, they just prefer to rent. They're not going to want to own. I'm like, everybody in their early and mid and even late 20s prefers to rent because they don't have a damn choice. They can't afford to buy yet. They can't save for the down payment. Well, everybody had that problem. These aren't new things. The cost of home ownership has just gotten too high. Yeah, like they want to talk about the increase in home prices as if people are still making the same amount of money that they made 20 and 30 years ago, right? And the economy is going to collapse. And I don't know, folks. I don't know. All this stuff might be true. Who knows? I mean, I think it's easy to be a doomsayer. I think it's very easy to focus on negative predictions and all the problems in the world and ignore all the good stuff. I just think that that's intellectual laziness. And it's easy to scare people. We seem to want and like to scare people these days. But then I've learned this, right? Life still marches on. And people always need a place to live, and people prefer to own their own place for many different reasons. Control, wealth generation, tax advantages. People prefer to own their own place versus rent. Most of the people that prefer to rent can't afford to buy. Okay, so whenever I hear somebody predict the end of the world, the end of real estate, the collapse of real estate, and the end of the real estate agent, I just think of the 5 Ds. And there's 5 Ds that drive residential real estate. Help me here. You know what they are? Well, death. When I die, and I will die, none of us are getting out of here alive, right? We all know this. When I die, I'm not going to need my house anymore, right? Divorce. In this country, 52% of all marriages end in divorce. That's actually not a highly accurate statistic, but that's a different call. But divorce rate happens. We can debate on how high it actually is, but divorces happen. That's the second D. What's the third D? Diamonds, the opposite of divorce. Maybe I should have put that second. Marriages. When you combine households, well, maybe Jane didn't want to live in the house I had before I met her. Maybe I didn't want to live at her house before she met me. Maybe we want our own new house together and start a new life. Diamonds, so we've got death, divorce, diamonds, right? Diplomas, so people keep having kids and these kids keep growing up and they keep going from being kids to being adults. We call it household creation. So they're off to school and they're graduating, diplomas, and now it's off to becoming an adult. And the 5th D, you know, this is the one I forget about, but then it didn't apply to me. You know what it is? Diapers, right? So you go to school, this is our normal trajectory, right? You grow up, you go to school, you get out of school, you meet somebody, you create a household together, you start having babies. And these babies change your priorities around where you live and what you live in, right? The 5 Ds of life drive residential real estate. So if you're going to talk to me about the collapse of our industry, then you're going to have to convince me which of these 5 things is going to stop happening. Which one? Death? Well, good luck with that. Divorce? Seemingly, the divorce rate in this country doesn't seem to be going down. Diamonds, people, despite the divorce rate, people still fall in love and want to get married. Diplomas, no. The kids, as much as their parents want them to stay little and cute and adorable and lovable, the kids keep growing up and moving out and starting their own lives. And then the diapers follow that, right? So which of these 5 things is going to stop happening? I don't know. I don't think any of them are going to stop happening. And there's more people on this planet today than there was 10 years, 20 years, 30 years ago. We just seem to have more people, not less people. And these people all want to live inside. So tell me about the death of the residential real estate agent again? I don't know. Here's what I want to do with this week, each day this week. So if you'll jump on here with me each morning, I want to talk about each of the 5 Ds and the ways that we can market ourselves within that group of people. Some of it may be a tad morbid, death, but the fact is that we have trillions of people on this planet and nobody's getting out of here alive, including you and me. And so something's got to happen with my house once I exit. And then you could go to the other extreme and you could talk about diapers. And, you know, people keep forming households together and they keep having children. They haven't stopped having children, right? I guess if somebody can convince me that the 20-year-olds have sworn off sex and they're never having sex again, then I go, well, we could have a real estate problem in the future then. But I don't think that's true. Death, diapers, diplomas, diamonds, divorce. Are you marketing yourself within one of these groups or more? And if so, how could you do it? And what's our appropriate angle, right? Like I might not want to put a marketing message out there going, hey, when you get ready to die, call me. Maybe that's not the message I want to put out there today. But how can we, as professional realtors, market ourselves within the 5 Ds of life? Jump on with me each morning this week and let's talk about it. For right now, get out there and make it happen for yourself today.